What up, y'all? I'm here for Tyler right now. He's gonna help y'all meal prep. He's gonna show y'all what he goes through, how he makes his meals, and how he prepares them. He said that this lasts him for a week, so we're gonna get right into it.
All right, so I've been meal prepping for probably, I'm gonna say 3 years or so. So I've kind of got down what I do like, what I don't like, what works quick for me, some other things. So I've got 2 packs of chicken, 5 yogurts, some cottage cheese, tortillas. These tortillas actually last me about 2 weeks. Eggs, some pasta. So I'll take you through some of the meals that I make and what I actually cook. I usually don't have to cook anything besides my chicken and my peppers and my sausage beforehand. Everything else I kind of cook throughout the week to keep it fresh.
And how much is this
This was about 65 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I always do, I get my baking pan out, spray it down. I use a Dovo, so it's great. I always put a base layer down before I put my chicken down, so you have both sides of your chicken seasoned. Emerald's essence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's in it, man, but it's good. And we just trim all our chicken up, place it down. I was telling Clarence, it's a misconception that white people do not season their chicken. But we do. I do. I saw the one, it was like how white people season chicken. They like had chicken in a bucket of water.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll cook this. While this is cooking, I will take my other set of chicken and I will dice it up and I'll cook it in a pan. So now we just do the same thing we did on the bottom. Just season the top up. Make sure you get everything covered. Don't want no bland chicken. So while that chicken's gonna cook, I'm gonna cut this chicken up and dice it up, and then I'm gonna cook it up in the skillet. And what you gotta worry about when you're dicing chicken up is to not make it too thick. You make it too thick, and you're gonna have some pieces done in your skillet, some pieces that aren't done in your skillet, and you're gonna be trying to manage that the whole time. I bake my chicken for 38 minutes.
Alright, cool.
And that is a calibrated time. 35 seems like it wasn't, like I always had to put it back in just for a little bit to like feel comfortable. And then 40, my chicken would be a little dry. So I started cooking at 38 and it's like good juicy chicken. Alright, so we're getting ready to toss the chicken in the pan. Once again, I start with seasoning my pan a little bit. I've already sprayed it. I season the pan a little bit to help it with not sticking. And then from then on out, I'll just season one side. So just start throwing them in here. Ooh, hear no sizzle. Alright, so we're going to flip the chicken over. As you can see how this one's almost all the way cooked through. We're starting to be able to see white come around the edges. We do got a thick piece right here that's going to have some issues. So you can see we might have to flip him a couple times. But some of these pieces are starting to already cook through. So all you got to do is flip them over. But what I'll do with the chicken, the tip for helping chicken keep longer and not spoil is to let some of the juice drain out. It sounds kind of productive, but so I will put this or Tupperware and kind of let it cool off for a little bit, and I'll drain the juices out, and then I will put it into the Tupperware. All right, so I always kind of shake them loose. I take my biggest, the one that was thickest, that I thought I had the most issue with. Tear it open. All right, if y'all don't have MyFitnessPal and you're trying to prep, this is it. Yeah. This is what you need. You can get this barcode scan feature, and you can just scan your food in.
And it pops up.
And it pops up. It knows what it is. Take our chicken out the oven. So, like I said, with the chicken, I'll kind of take it and I'll set it up so it can cool off. If you do drain as much of the liquid you can out of the cottage cheese, it's probably going to keep a little longer too. I don't know why, it just seems to work for me. I try to drain any liquid and juices off of my food if I want it to stay a little longer. It seems to work. I can keep my food well. I wouldn't do the prep and I wouldn't go through it if it doesn't stay. I just changed up my meals this week because I was eating something I could not get to keep for more than 3 or 4 days, and that's just not gonna cut it. Yeah, so I'll have dinner, which would be chicken, sausage, and sweet potatoes, and then I'll have this afterward. I usually have my yogurt and protein and granola afterward, but I'll probably save that now and eat that at work.
Okay.
All right, so I weigh all my food. Well, I measure almost all my food. I don't measure my granola. That's about it. So I eat 6 ounces of chicken with the meals that I'm prepping out right now. The funny thing is when you start measuring your food out, whenever you go out to eat, you start realizing, oh, that's this much chicken, that's probably this many calories. Yep. Or especially so like you get a chicken quesadilla, you think, oh, that's a chicken quesadilla, that's probably gonna be a pretty good amount of protein for me. There's almost hardly any chicken in it. It's got a bunch of cheese full of fat and tortilla that's not great carbs, and if that's your primary source of carbs for the day, then you're probably going to be hurting. 165 calories for 6 ounces of chicken. There's not a lot to it.
So one of these containers, 160 calories.
So you need to think about what you're eating in a day's time. Not like, oh, I can't have this or I can't have that. If your primary source of food is McDonald's, that's bad. If you eat McDonald's once a month, it's probably going to be okay. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'll eat pizza or something like that. I really try to think of my food as an overall. Am I overall eating healthy food? Is it 90% healthy food? And at first you might need to say, okay, I'm going to cut out fast food and I'm going to prep all my meals, and then I'm going to only eat fast food once a week or whatever it is. Just think of your eating as a whole. You know, you still have to be happy. You can't not be happy and eat. Like, it's just not gonna work out. All right, so here's a quick snack. I make this at night just to get a little bit more protein in. I kind of made this on accident one day, and it turned out to be really, really good. So, do 1 container of, I use vanilla Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein. So mix this up. This is kind of hard to mix up at first, so you kind of get it worked in. Kind of gotta work the spoon in.
It smells good already.
Yeah, it just smells so much vanilla. Supposed to have about a third of a cup of this. I kind of eyeball it because I really did like the texture. I still need more carbs. So that's about right. Also, I learned you can't really prep this out beforehand, or else your granola gets soggy. It kind of takes away from the crunch of even having it in there. So just kind of mix it up. You can see it's got a pretty good texture. It's good stuff. It's got a good crunch. That's good stuff.
You working with some?
That's good, man. That's good. I gotta try it.
It look good, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's good. So this right here, 310 calories. So it's a pretty light snack, but it packs a pretty good punch. It's got 41 grams of protein, 31 grams of carbs, and only 4 grams of fat. So you get a pretty good amount of protein and a little bit of carbs. If you cut out the oats or the granola. That takes out 110 calories just by the granola alone. And then you end up with only 10 grams of carbs. So it's about 21 grams of carbs in the granola. So you can add that if you need it or don't. But it has a really good crunch, adds to the flavor with a little blueberry hint. It's good.
It is.
Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get our pasta going for these chicken pepper Alfredo meals. We're going to boil some water up, and yes, we're going to weigh out our pasta. Break them in half. I set them to the side, and then so I can take my chicken before I put my peppers in. You can do it before or after your peppers. And let's see, a serving size is 62 grams of sauce. And 62. So that is just enough. It's only 70 calories for that serving size. So boil water, put a little oil in it, put your pasta in. It's that simple. Box says cook it for 9 minutes. Set a timer for 9 minutes. What's good about this is you can just put it on, almost just walk away from it for 9 minutes till the timer goes off. So I'm just going to divide these peppers out between these three containers pretty evenly. And the good thing about it, if you undercook them or overcook them, it don't really matter because they're vegetables. You can cook them or eat them raw or not. It just kind of helps give them some flavor and soften them up a little bit. But if they're not, it doesn't really matter. It still tastes good. So this is the one we got sauce on. We'll wait till our noodles get done, and we'll put those on there, and that meal will be complete, ready to eat. So we literally just take this straight out of the pan, dump it in. Now, if I was gonna make more than one of these, I would just fill this right back up with water and get boiling another one. All total, we are at 465 calories, 42 grams of protein. So look at the volume of this. And this is an easy meal that you can easily double up on or eat a little extra. It's easy to flex. It doesn't have a whole lot of ingredients. It's got 4 ingredients. So you can easily say, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken for more protein, or I'm gonna take a little bit of my pasta out, or I'm not gonna eat any sauce on it maybe. So some people would do that. I've gotta have sauce, but easily to flex. That's something I look for when I'm trying to make a meal, is how easy can I manipulate it. As my macro needs change and what I want to eat changes, how can I flex that meal to meet that?
Alright y'all, as y'all can see, Tyler put it down, man. I learned some things from him. I'm gonna have to try this cottage cheese and pineapple and that whey protein and Greek yogurt. But overall, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Got anything you wanna say?
I just want to say, if anybody's like first seeing this and it's like, how do I get into meal prepping? Just start, just try it. No matter what you're prepping, just try to start prepping it so you know what you're eating, know what you're putting in your body. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna perform better. Just get out there and get it. You just gotta start.
We working!